Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Sisi here, and today we are going to talk about the three complainers we have in a business. It could be in a restaurant, in a hotel, or in a bank, or in a supermarket. In any customer service, we have three type of complainers, and that's what we're going to talk about it today. So if you're new here, kindly subscribe today so that you can be able to have more knowledge whenever you subscribe my channel. And if you're not new here, welcome back. And also click the notification button, so in case I download any video, you'll be the among first one to be notified. So let's go to the point. The three types of complainers. We have the aggressive complainers. Number one, the aggressive complainers. This kind of complainers, they complain because they are frustrated. They bring all your frustration to you. Most of the time they complain so loudly to bring others people attention. Sometimes even they don't want to listen to any other person. They just want them to talk. And most of them, they want to intimidate you, and you appear that, or they appear more powerful than they feel. This kind of customer, they do so because that's what they know only they can do. And such kind of customers, you need to listen to them. Listen to them without interrupting. And actually, any kind of complaints or any kind of a guest or a client who is complaining, you need to listen to them first. Second, complainers, we call them passive complainers. Passive complainers, they don't say anything. They simply don't return, and they pass on the bad news to others. So we have to be very careful with these passive complainers. And this make up the majority of unhappy customers or guests. And most of them, whenever, or how you can be able to know a passive complainer, you need to read the nonverbal signals. Such kind like they tip their lips expression, and they also reduce the eye contact with you whenever they are complaining, and also detached manner. You just have to be open to yourself. Listen to them, welcome their complaint, and appreciate them. Customer or the client number three, the complainer number three, we have constructive complainers. This kind of constructive complainers, they are the most beneficial in our business. Any business, since they address their problem to the business in a calm, rational manner. Most of these constructive complainers, they allow the company to see and understand a problem, which allow them to then repair it. So constructive complainers, they tend to benefit the solution with their problems, and the business also benefit from knowing the error of their ways. You should take time to listen to them and show your appreciation for their point of view. These are the best complainers we have in any business. Listen to them and take note what they are complaining about, so that we cannot, or you cannot be able to repeat again in a business or in a company. So remember, complainers, they are good in any business. They are there to give us feedback, to improve our business, to improve ourselves, even personally. Even when a complainer complains about you, don't get upset. You just need to note down the point that the client complained about you and improve next time to be a better person. Remember, the customers make our company can grow, because most of the ideas come from the customers. Yes, according to my experience. Remember, or put in mind that the best improvement ideas are likely to come from the customers. It's true, from the customers. The best improvement ideas are likely to come from the customers. So we need to listen to our customers, to people who come and complain. Take any complaint seriously, no matter how small it is. So what do you need to know about complainers? Many customers do not complain. Instead, they quietly take their business elsewhere. So be careful with customers who don't complain. Customers do not want to fight with you. They just want their complaint heard and acted upon. So they don't want someone who will come and fight with them. It is easier to keep the customer you have than to attract the new ones. So the reason why you need to listen to your clients or to your customers is because it's much easier to keep a long or a royal customers or guests rather than getting new customers. So we have the complaints opportunities, and these are the complaints opportunities to all the companies or maybe to the business. Evaluate how well you are doing. It helps us to evaluate how well the company is doing or how well the business is doing. Identify weak points in our system and process and then put them right. They also help us to see situation the customer's point of view. They also help us to see situation in customer's point of view. Improve customer satisfaction. It's the feedback or the complainers help us to improve customer satisfaction. It creates a long-term loyalty. Most of the time, whenever the customers complain, you become friends with them. You get to know them better, you understand them more and more, and that's build loyalty with them. So when a customer or a client complain, do not take them in a bad way. Appreciate them, be thankful to them. You even ask them to give you more ideas how you can make your business to do much better and better. And this is a good way to make your business grow, or to make your business to have the best services. And also it's a way to make your staff get to know the different type of complainers and how they can be able to handle them. Remember, as I said before, a customer doesn't want to fight. They just want someone who can hear them and give them a solution. Another thing also, you need to be strong and courageous whenever you're listening to a client complain. Show them that you can be able to solve the problem. Do not fear. Do not what can I say? Do not have like agitating attitude or characters to the customers. You just need to listen to them. Show them you're there for them. Show them you can solve their problem 100%, and they will be happy more to be all the time. Whenever they come back, they want to see the person who listened to them or who helped or solve their problem. So most of the time you have to appreciate the complainers, guests who complain. And most of the time I have seen, especially here in our country, Kenya, whenever someone complains, especially when it comes to staff, the staff, like, they will have a grudge with a client who always complain. Whereas when you go to another country, customers who complain, they are being handled in a sensitive way, in a good way, in a good manner. So next time when the client come back, he will not be able to complain, or she will not be able to complain or do the same mistake. So for me, I'll say services in Kenya needs to improve. People need to understand one another, and whenever someone is complaining, it's not that person is complaining because he hates you or he hates the company. Remember, a complaint is a statement that expresses unhappiness of a services or a product. So listen to them, and by that you'll be able to improve in your business. Also personally improve yourself. When a client tells you, I don't like the way you talk to me, then you can be able to ask the client, apologize, sympathize with them, then ask them, how would you like me to talk to you? And by that you can be able to improve the services personally and also for the sake of the company. Most of the time when you want to make a client happy, or when the client comes to complain, you have to acknowledge the guest. And this I have seen mostly in our country, Kenya. Whenever people go to complain, the staff or the company does not acknowledge the guest immediately. I have never come to understand why. I don't know, does it only I've seen in Kenya, complainers are not welcome. Complainers, if you want to complain, you are not welcome. They don't care. But in other country, you're welcome to complain. So most of the time, just acknowledge the guests. Stop what you're doing, smile to them, and say good morning, good afternoon, sir, I'm here for you, how can I help you? And do not keep a complainer waiting for long. If he wants to see the manager or someone who is in higher authority to solve their problem. Offer assistance whenever someone comes to complain. Show them you're there for them. Give the best services that you can give. Hear the guest out. Always hear the guest out. Yes, sometimes the guest might not be right, but you have to accept he's right. Treat them well, and your business will be able to grow, will be able to improve. Teach your colleagues or your staff how to handle complainers and how they can how they can be able to solve the problem effectively, how they can take it positively, not taking grudges, not hating the client, and by that way they'll be able to create loyalty with the client. Remember, it's better to keep an old client rather than getting a new client. So I hope that will come the end of my topic today. And for me, it's just to spread the word of knowledge. And I have noticed the services in Kenya, they need to improve, because what I know is services come first and then money follows. But in our country, Kenya, or in Africa, I would say money comes first and then services. Who does that? You have to give the services first, let the person or the client be happy with your services, and then the money will follow. That is the way of doing the business. Services first and then the money will follow. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe today, share with your families, with your friends, with your siblings, and I'll be more happy to discuss more topics that you want me to discuss about. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.